What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the Market Watch, and we're going to be talking about all the goodies here that are going up, down, things you should probably watch for, all around here. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. You know, the better than late than never promos, these cards here, the Floramon, all that. I don't expect Floramon to be really expensive long term at all, if anything. Yeah, it was sitting at $5. Now we're down to like $2.45. No surprise here. Floramon even has probably one of the smallest printings in game. I think there's only total of 3 Floramon. Kind of interesting to see. I remember this thing used to be one of those commonplace ones that you would see a lot. Kind of interesting that it's down this low, that it only has that many copies in the card game. Europe side though, looking like €1 to €2. Yeah, kind of dirt cheap. Greymon BT10, the official winter pack here. Make sure you get your copies here. I'm going to be straight honest with you. I expect this one to go up a little bit more as time goes on. And once we get all those nice BT19 reveals and we get Blue Flare at any capacity, this is probably one of those target ones that are going to spike. Europe side looking like €5 to €8. Kind of expected. Then we have Terramon, which Terramon is basically, I'm going to be straight honest with you, from that $20 already down to 10s, with reprints coming into reality. And basically you get a full, if you buy 2 of the deck boxes, you get a full playset of all the alts. Why would you invest into promos like this? And I know that the promos are kind of getting more and more released as people are buying the movie and you get a free pack there, but that does not fix the issues we have now. But taking a look here on the Europe side, you guys are kind of in the same ballpark, €4 to €8 range. Digimon from Blast Ace, holy cow, we're down to $9 a pop. I remember this card on release was like a nightmare and a half to get, like $22. Now we're all the way down into the 8s. For a card that's actually pretty decent, for its ulti too. Is it the ulti? No. For its regular art. It's kind of crazy to me just to say that this card has fallen so far. We're down to 14s to 15s. Yeah, not looking good. Then we have MaloMyotismon alternate arts being bought up. What is the sauce, guys? What is you guys spicing up here? I know we have Uku Rush with MaloMyotismon. I get what you're trying to do with it, but it's not really floating my boat, to be honest with you. It's got potential, don't get me wrong. You have a lot of chance to make MaloMyotismon work, but what are we doing? Just let me know. Taking a look though, Europe side looking like €8 to €10 with plenty of stock paired to our low stock quantity. And you guys aren't even going up on it. Yoli is still climbing, which kind of surprises me. Is really this card seeing that much competitive play in the Hawkmon decks? I think, you have Sora Yoli. I mean, not Sora Yoli. You have Sora, you got Yoli and Kairi or Kari. So taking those into account, looking like 18s. 30 for the Europe side. Ew. Vmon pre-release card going up as well. We're not looking too hot here. It's holding strong and close to the $15 range. Of course, I mean, people are hyping up Red Imperial Dramon as well, and it's just not going too hot. Europe side looking like €3 to €4. If you guys are on the Europe market, switch over to Facebook Marketplace here and now. Make some quick cash, because when we're close to $12 a pop, or higher, you can make up a little bit more green. Palmon, Blast Ace, BT14. You guys are looking her up. You're picking her up a little bit here. What spice do you got going on with Palmon that I need to know about? But sitting right now at $3.50 to $3.70. Europe side looking like €5 to €6. You guys are spiking her up a little bit too on that. Why is Palmon going up? Let me know. Lucemon Chaos Mode. You guys are looking up the Lucemon stuff. Premium Binder is a good one to pick up because it is kind of on the cheaper side. And $15 for an ulti is not bad, especially if you just get 2 of them. Europe side looking like 16s to €20. Lucemon Great Legends BTO4 going up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I expect this to jump up a little bit more depending on what the final stuff for Lucemon is. And if the deck is consistent enough to see competitive play, Lucemon should blow up a little bit. You know, just get ready for it. We're at 5s to 10s. Europe side looking like 12s to 18s. Going up as well. RagnaLordmon starter deck. Make sure you get your copies a little bit. I would say 1 to 2 of this is really decent. Or, in my opinion, I would just go probably for the straight starter deck. Looking like 2 to 3 euros. Like 2 euros. Same ballpark as us. Not terrible. Could be a lot worse. But even just picking up a starter deck off a TCG player here, you guys look at it, you get majority of your values. The Davis alone pays for the starter deck. So if you have no intentions of Davising, this $11 to $12 starter deck will give you a Davis. And 2 of your Davises flipped at $8 makes your money back, and then you have a playset of everything. I think that's pretty decent for your value and bang for your buck, especially if you are planning on playing Ragna at the end of the month. It's just good investment for long-term value. Analog Youth Classic Collection EX01, we're going up to, you know, a whopping $6.40 to $5.20. Crazy. 1 euros to 3 euros. God, this card just does not quit, does not give up. Destromon. This card finally settling around the $8 to $9 range. I know there are a few people complaining that, oh, the hype has made it unaffordable. Guys, where were you guys not picking this card up at $2 a pop? It was affordable. But now it's about Ace, and people are complaining because of this. And don't get me wrong, I respect that. Yeah, sometimes it sucks when you're like, oh, now I want to build it. But the whole concept, the Liberators spoiled, you're going to see Galacticmon. Destromon should have been on your high priority grab list when they were $2. And I'm not being like, boo-hoo, you suck kind of situation. But when this thing is $1.70 to $2 a pop, why are you not grabbing this? Especially when this is the time of range when Liberators got its first demo. That was your huge indicator to make sure you get your cards. Always now, it's more important to read Liberators like a gospel, because they're going to spoil stuff in there that eventually Tamers will get in the future sets. So just keep that in mind while watching or reading the webcomics, that Liberators are going to spoil things that you're going to need to know. So make sure you get on them as soon as possible, especially even the Storybook one too, the one with the Vmon girl. Do that one as well, because it's going to tell you what cards are possibly going to be showing up and what effects you kind of get. So instead of an anime, we're kind of getting the webcomics and a storybook. So keep that in mind and be up to date on what happens. Europe side looking like 7 to 6 euros 84 cents, the €7 range. Whew, it is going up. Then Digimon Ace is starting to get that traction. People are starting to hype up Digimon. No surprise here. If you have these ones and you got the premium collection Digimon Ace, should probably take these and just flip them. $22 plus is not a bad pickup here, and then you're really set. Europe side looking like 21s to 25 euros. Then you have Yoli and Kari. So alternate arts here, showing a little bit of movement, nothing too crazy. We have to see if Valkyriemon or the Sylphimon deck actually kind of goes off. If not, then I don't expect this to jump up anytime soon, but just be ready. Europe side looking like 6 to 9 euro range. Cody and TK, 6 listings left. Somebody started getting impatient. I'm going to say this happened because of Mario's recent tournament, and with the Shukamon, Armadillo, Patamon theme deck kind of went and topped it. So that had a lot of eyes on the deck, and that just led to being an event topped with a lot of people watching and ended up buying the product. No surprise there. It happens, and we'll see if this long-term value holds up or not. So keep that in mind when you're looking at things. We're at 13s to 20s. Yeah. Europe side looking like 7 to 9 euro range. Then we have Quagan promo still going strong here for that $37 to $40 range. Guys, you got to cool off on this. Europe side looking like 20 euros to 28 euros. MaloMyotismon Ace, Seed Apocalypse, BT15 going up as well. This thing has some countability to future format, but you know, the fact that it is one of those cards that has a long-term stays onto your opponent's end of their turn shenanigans, 6,000 DP is nothing to scoff at, and especially a well-timed counter Ace could easily get the protected skill of Magnamon off the board. So just keep that in mind. We're at 18s. Europe side looking like 10s to 16 euros. Then we have Tentomon, Seed Apocalypse, BT15. Showing some downwards climb. I mentioned that if it didn't do well, and it hasn't been, we're looking at a decrease. We're down to 12s. I expect this to probably reach $5 sooner than later. Europe side looking like 14s to 18s. Death Xmon holding strong at the $67 range. I mean, if you want to be competing with Mumsay, you're going to need this. I think it's one of your really close outs, because being able to de-digivolve to get that good friend off the board, and who do I mean? If you can de-digivolve that Mumsay into your good friend Mumsymon X, or get a Mumsymon X off the board by de-digivolving it, you're in a good spot sometimes. Europe side looking like 60 euros to 70 euros. Ukemon alternate art for $40 and going down, guys, which is good to see. I don't expect this to hold long in this range that it's been in, but it's good to see it down to 40. Hopefully it might lower some more. Europe side looking like 38s to 40 euros. Then Vikemon Ace, you guys are looking this up. Observer BT16 going down. We're at $5 a pop. We'll take a look on the Europe side, looking like 3 euros a pop. This is where most of it is. People are buying up a lot of Vikemon Ace on the other side. Rapidmon X Antibody already down. We're down to $44. So we started at almost $78. Then as time gone on, over the weeks, we're already down to $44, which is kind of good to see. That Rapid's kind of cooling off. Europe side looking like 30 euros. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pyildramon just had that lull for a few days and then just decided to climb back up. People are going to get hyped for BT17 sooner than later, and you know what happens. Europe side looking like 12 euros to 15 euros. Valkyriemon Ace, you guys are looking this up as well. We are at $10 a pop to 12s. Ooh, doggy. Europe side looking like 5 euros to 7 euros. But all in all, guys, that is the Market Watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.